like your hair.
Thank
Afro's
you.
on fleek. No.
Oh,
No.
Before we went on,
I
you
was
were
just talking
complimenting him
about
on
his hair. So
No.
now I'm just looking at you and
Oh
the
my
thing.
gosh.
You know, those earrings really work. I am not a fan of large hoop earrings
No.
at all, and I will never, ever sport them myself. But
Never
they
say
look good
never.
on you. Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
I know, it's nice. Ooh.
This
Look
water
at
is
your
nice. Thank
style.
you. Mhm.
That is wonderful.
I like the hoodie. Like the
Thank you.
color.
I know
It's
it's
very
retro.
pretty. I like the color.
Thank you. That's
That's
retro.
from First Boss Club
Oh, I can remember that, and I know so much about that video.
movie.
What is it? What are you
movie.
talking about?
First Wives Club.
Ah, yes.
It is when
Big classic.
it is when Bette Midler
Was that Meryl
sees
Streep in that?
no.
Oh,
It's when Bette Midler sees Sarah Jessica Parker in the store, the boutique. And of course, that is, Bette Midler's the first wife, Sarah Jessica Parker's the second wife, And then she was trying on a dress, and Bette Midler's like, oh, your dress, I like it. It's very pretty. And then Sarah Jessica Parker's like, oh, good, you should try to go find one in your size. That's where that whole thing came from.
Oh, that's what we were talking about.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. We're not ignoring you.
No, we're not ignoring you. I just like to let the door open, I just like to let people come
America.
in. Oh my goodness. See?
So,
I never swipe. Okay, I was like, I would never swipe my hand past my open bottle
near
of water.
a computer.
Near JJ. Plus, my computer's over here, and at worst, the water's going to go that way, so I'm
Ooh,
fine.
and the audio was good sitting out on the back porch on your video.
Yes, because I used the microphone.
I liked it.
Oh, we be using external mics up in here because we are tech savvy. Okay. Good morning. Good morning.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Good
Krista.
evening.
Hi, Joyce. How you
Hi,
doing?
Joyce.
Good evening, Lisa. Hi, Gigi. Dana's here. Good evening. Hi, Rashana.
What's up,
Good
chocolate?
evening,
Chocolate
TC.
City.
Oh my God. So
that's
y'all are
right.
literally. Oh my God.
Chocolate
City.
I just waved my hand.
Jay Bunny says, hello from RVA. Is that a place or is that a person? Good evening, Dr. Wise.
Hi, Dr. Wise.
Hi, Erica. I don't know if I said hi to CC, but I'm saying it again. Joyce says, happy birthday, Mom. Krista says, happy birthday, Eve. Dre's here. Good evening.
Hi, Dre.
Keto Dennis said, does Mom have a rolly chair? No, she doesn't have a rolly chair. Kim says, why wasn't I invited over? Kim, every Wednesday, hashtag Whack Wednesday, I go live in the evenings.
Hello, cousin.
And that means you must be subscribed to both of my channels in order for you to get this notification. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for subscribing.
That's what Kim does.
Yeah, she's so considerate. Mookie's here, says hello, Mama Autumn and Richard. Hello. Gail says good evening, Autumn, Richard, and Mama Chris. How was your day? It was good. I had a great day. Cynthia's here. Yeah, Mom be killing it at work. Yeah, she be doing 3 people's job over the span of the day.
I'm a full-time employee, plus my boss is on vacation this week, so their jobs.
You do what you love.
I did it this week, and then 2 weeks ago I did it because they were both on vacation again.
That is crazy.
So,
good evening, Chanel says, God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. Lisa said, hey, y'all, what a coinky dink. Love how you spelled that out phonetically there. I just came upstairs to surf the tube. So glad to see the Whack Man. You can let her know that the only time you getting on YouTube at 8:30 p.m. on Wednesdays is to be at Whack Wednesdays. So Richmond, Virginia, RVA. Got it. VA, I would have got that. With the proper punctuation, I would have definitely got that. Exactly. So, see, Kim says, Mom, your hair is fabulous. I said the same thing. I was just talking about her hair before we got on here. So, Lisa said, B-Day turn up. You're right. As much as I can turn up with these, they stay turned up. Okay, turn them down. That's all I want to do. Good evening, Jean.
This one.
There can't be too many shining lights that no one will be able to see, okay? There's Beyonce, and then there's Kelly and Michelle. You know what I'm saying? 3 Beyoncés. No one wants to watch that. It's a death match. Oh, my gosh. Good evening, Jean. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Just talk about how productive we were. You guys, I submitted my tax information to my tax preparer. Thank you. Be happy for me, okay? Major milestone marked off today, like huge.
Now you can go.
Huge.
Now you can go do other stuff.
Yes, exactly. I have other stuff to do.
Hello to me. Hi. I can't see.
She can't see. She don't wear her glasses.
Well, even if I put them on at this far away.
Well, but see, normally you join the live and then you have your phone right here so you can read the comments.
Why you gotta put my business right here for real?
Literally, everybody sees you do that because the phone is right here.
I mean, is it maybe here?
She still wouldn't be able to see it, even from sitting right there. I offered to give her the center seat. And she did not want it. Okay.
I still can't see.
Joe Ray says, I can barely see the pink in your hair with his hairdo. Yeah, because A, it blends in with the back wall. B, my hair is it's ouch.
Strike a match.
Yeah. Mom said, your hair looks like it needs moisture. I was like, oh, my hair needs a lot of stuff. But yeah, the ends are basically white at this point. And my hairstylist. Oh, thank you, honey buns. My hairstylist was like, so since you're not getting your hair done anymore, how often are you gonna be here? I was like, I'm getting my hair done. Like again, yeah.
Reverse.
Yeah, I know, right?
Reverse double backflip shade on that one from the top rope.
Give her a 10.
Yeah.
For the landing, no. But I was just like, no, I'm gonna be getting my hair done in the future, just not right now, you guys. So
I'm still in the old. Quarantine mode.
Exactly. I ain't trying to be out here if I don't have to. Yeah. Yes, Joe Ray says taxes done are worth a dance. Yes, they are. I've been working at it for so long. Oh my God. Are we doing this right? Is this happening? What is that? Yeah. This is so visually appealing. This is like the visual equivalent of like a lava lamp. Like that's just soothing. Goodness. I need to put that. I need to videotape that and just put that somewhere. That was soothing. Lisa said, congrats on the accomplishment. Thank you so much. I know. Dana says, woo, now we won't have to hear that tax word anymore. You're right. I'm not going to be talking about it after that.
About time.
Except for when I remind Richard that he needs to do his taxes, okay?
I have an accountant for that.
I know you need to step on him, put the because we gotta hold the feet to the fire. So Aurelia said all about Mama Keto looking 55, looking 27. I know, right?
That double nickel.
Babies having babies.
Double nickel. Yeah, 55.
Double
nickel.
That's not a thing, you guys.
She is not going away.
Oh my gosh. So first of all, that's the only song Richard remembers from the Hamilton soundtrack. And he just keeps singing that one part over and over again to try to convince me that he's hip and that he like knows the music now. I'm like, you know that one word. Lisa said that she missed the dance on her big screen. So now we're gonna have to do it again. Gladly. Richard, it's not the same. It's not that. There it is. Oh, how does this look in HD? I bet this is so soothing. It doesn't go with everything. Chanel says, how many years have you been doing keto? It will be 3 years coming up on September the 1st. So yeah, I know. I am 2 months away.
You got this, Rocky.
Oh my God.
You got this. We are not throwing in the towel.
No, or throwing away our shot, apparently. Yeah, it'll be 3 years, which, I don't want to say I have mixed feelings. I'm really proud about how far I've come, because if you look at it this way, I've maintained a 50-pound weight loss for 3 years.
Yes.
That's huge. That is really huge. I don't like to look at it as, well, I was 70 pounds down and I've gained about 25 pounds back. I don't choose to look at it through that lens. Mm-hmm. Just in the grand scheme of things, I have maintained a 50-pound weight loss for 3 years, and I'm still going, but yeah, so there's going to be ups and downs. So, so yeah, it'll be 3 years.
You lassoed your mom in on it too.
Yeah, exactly. Mom, when did you start?
Now y'all both helping
not too long after.
Yeah, I was going to say not too long, probably about 4 months after you, possibly.
Yeah.
So like she's 2.5
maybe like
years.
2018.
Because it was 2018, and I did it before peak season at UPS, because that's usually during Christmas at work.
Well, then it had to be December 2017.
Okay.
because I started in September of 2017.
We always gained 15 pounds, and then I lost 15 pounds. Everybody else gained it.
Every Christmas season?
Hell
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because they live at work 16 to 18 hours a day.
Sense.
So all people do is bring in food. You know, Christmas cookies, wives, potlucks. Yeah, you know.
You don't have to leave for lunch and stuff.
Exactly.
Like
and then it's just like it's a smorgasbord.
Oh, it's a smorgasbord. Right. It's a buffet.
Yes, a veritable buffet, and it's just of bad food though. Ain't nobody bringing in salad. You know, it's just like all the comfort food.
Salad and a donut.
Yeah. Kim said y'all are a mess. I'm gonna have to agree with that. Rashada
my favorite.
Cheer. You cannot crown
for this half of the screen. You're the last favorite. For over there.
When will they learn? That's all. I rebuke that,
You're
man.
The last favorite for
I don't want to get your hopes up, only to knock you
screen.
back down. That can't happen. Rashana said, "Cheers to 3 years." Absolutely.
Wow.
Mary said, "Got a whole gang here." That's pretty funny. Kim says, "So proud of you. Thank you so much." Dr. Y says, "It's progress no matter what." I agree. So yeah, Mary says, "Way to go. Maintaining weight loss is so tough." Exactly.
It is.
This is the longest I have ever been around this weight. I will tell you, there's been days where I've been in the low 160s and the 150s. That literally lasts for a day before I just shoot right back up into the mid 70s.
Fun cheat days.
Cheat months at that point. Yeah, cheat weeks. Okay. Cheeks. That's what I'm going to call it. So.
And who's the spicy one?
So this is the longest I've ever been able to keep that up, and so I'm glad. Chanel says, "Wow, that's awesome! Congrats! You have a lot of consistency." Yeah, it's all about consistency over the long run, because there was a time in there where it was non-existent, but just over the long run.
The lowest you've ever been was during like one of the most like disruptive like diets.
Mentally, it really was.
I think you're in a much better place.
I am in a much better mental state.
So,
and it was the limiting belief that I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but it was the limiting belief that like, in order to achieve success and like true results, I had to suffer, like and it's not Deeper State Keto's fault. I intentionally made Deeper State Keto more challenging than it should have been, simply because I was like, nope, in order to get the most results, I got to eat even less, and I got to be even stricter, and I got to be even, that's not what you're supposed to do, like that's not how it should go. So
I do that with weightlifting.
Yeah, pushing yourself, but being super restrictive, I have learned about myself. It immediately pushed me in the opposite direction, So now, like I said, I want to get more strict on my diet, and I want to clean up, my quality of food and stuff like that, but not in the sense of like restricting, and not for the purpose of like getting super the lowest, ever. It's just because I want to work toward optimal health.
That Goldilocks zone.
Yes.
You want to find that perfect little comfort.
I want to find that keto porridge. You know what I'm talking about? Joyce says, I hate food at work. Yeah. I'm honestly so glad that I don't work in an office with people, because resisting free communal food is one of the hardest things ever for me to do.
Well, I'm right, girl.
Well,
it just depends on
if
it's been sitting out uncovered.
It depends.
If I walk in on it brand new,
let's listen to moms on this.
If I walk in and it's brand new and I'm the first to get,
if you see them bring it in, or
exactly, then I'm eating all over. But if it's like, hey, come on in, we've been here eating, everything's uncovered.
There's like 4 scoops left.
Nope.
Well, now that the Rona's here, I probably wouldn't do that. But before, that was my favorite. I enjoyed the scraps. It's like, oh, we had a meeting in conference room B, but everyone's done now. I'm like, oh, croissant sandwich tops, like just the tops of the sandwich. Oh, half the cookie from the cookie platter? Sure, I'll take that,
Half
you were that person?
You were.
I mean, no, as in that was all that was left.
Exactly.
Like,
you don't touch a ham of cookie, you don't know where the lamb is.
No, I rave for better than that.
I was a garbage disposal. What can I say?
No,
so where's the Lysol? So it is. Joyce, I know how tough it is, but
you were a scavenger.
The thing that helped me was just like straight off like hostility for the food. I would look at the food and I'd be like, no, You ain't about to trip me up today. I know you trying to trick me into making bad choices, but I'm not going to do it. Take that croissant top. Take that half a cookie. You're only even half the cookie. You ain't even the whole cookie. My mama. Yeah. You're right. Exactly. Jay Bunny Holly says, Cheeks, yeah, congratulations. Autumn, I first discovered your channel via Keto Connect 2 years ago. So proud of you for treating yourself with kindness. Thank you so much. I was just thinking about that. I was just like,
that's been 2 years.
Yeah, collabing with Keto Connect was crazy. Y'all remember years ago when I talked to, as in months ago, when I was like, I need to do more collabs. I've done nothing with that so far, but I'm still working on it, you guys.
Finish your taxes.
Exactly. Thank you. One milestone at a time. Can I live? You know,
you're on with collabing with working.
Oh my gosh. Y'all do not have y'all's own channels. There is no cross, exposure here at all. Mary DeKeto says, I feel like that too. If I'm not starving, I feel like I'm not doing well. Yeah, it's hard to get out of that mindset. Exactly. It's hard to get out of the crash dieting.
See, I do that with exercise, just not with eating.
Yeah.
I guess it's a different mentality.
Oh, so you over like exercise? You feel
I push myself to the max. Like I want heat. I want extra weight. Like if I had a weighted vest, I would be wearing that. Like I want all the stress and pressure on my body.
Wow.
As I'm getting better.
That hoits. Leah's here says, Wednesday surprise again. Hello. It shouldn't be a surprise. Y'all should be setting y'all's alarms. Okay. To know that it is hashtag Whack Wednesday. Hi, Bright Girl. Valerie says, yes, donuts are the worst in the office. Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it used to be bad.
Donuts?
Yeah. So here's what I used to do. No, here's what I used to do. Like it used to bother me because I truly did not want to eat the donuts. I went to work with a plan, with a plan to stay on track, with a plan to eat well. But then when donuts, come into the office, you're just like, oh, there goes my plans, but it's like, no, I want to do better. So I would literally take the donuts and I would walk around to people's desks. Like, because donuts in the break room, maybe people weren't going in the break room. Maybe they wouldn't see them till later. So I was like, please take these donuts. Please take a donut. If you don't, I will be forced to eat them all. I didn't say that part, but I was like, hey, want a donut? Take a donut. And then, hey, if I walked around with a dozen donuts and I could only give away 5, guess who was eating 7 donuts?
Oh my God.
Me.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You know what I would have done? Just left the break room.
No, I can't. No, because then you walk back to your desk and you're trying to function, and then all your mind can focus on is the fact that there are donuts in the break room.
Are they glazed?
It doesn't matter. It's food. It's free food. It might matter to you, sweetheart. But yeah, to a food-focused addict, it doesn't matter. It's free food.
So take the donuts and put them in somebody's locker.
Office but see, that's the thing, you can't do that because then that person's like, free donuts, it's just this
it's a
destructive cycle.
I mean, for example, today, of course, I'm a horrible person. I took donuts to work today for the coworkers. See, I run the snack table.
I talk about my mom all the time. She prides herself in being the snack lady, and I'm like, why are you pushing stuff on people that you know that you shouldn't be eating yourself? Because people like it.
And why
are you offering it to them? Like, no, it is not fun. It's torture. No.
So basically, you were the person who she went to the break room for.
It would be horrible. I resented the candy desk people so much. Like, why is this here? Yes, because all they can do, they can just sit there and work with a bowl of Reese's on their desk. Like, how?
You'd have a bowl of Reese's wrappers on.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Like, I literally pick up the bowl and go put it on my desk. See, that is one thing about my mom that I've never understood.
If it's in your visual,
I'm a nice person and it makes people happy. So
no,
they do.
No,
it does though.
Get some vegetables and some carrots and stuff like that. You are contributing to these people's downfall, and it's also an expense. Ain't nobody telling you to spend money on these people to provide them cookies. Who are you, Santa? Like, well, that's like the opposite. But like,
all love and hugs.
But I'm just saying.
With bakery.
Yeah, no, don't. In my opinion, treats are a way to treat yourself, but don't. That's like buying someone a puppy. That's like a gift that they're gonna have to deal with. Don't buy me a cake. It's like it's an internal struggle that I'm gonna have to deal with.
That is
Cynthia said, I work in a dental office and we have more sweets in our break room. I know, eye roll. I know, right? But maybe I'll brush right after. Because I remember the dentist told me it's not the amount of sugar that you ingest, it's the length of time that it stays on your teeth. If you drink a soda, you can brush immediately and it's not really going to have an effect on it.
People have to brush on you.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. Honestly, this is the first time I'm hearing about the whole.
Joy said, I hate being addicted to food. Girl, same.
This is the first thing I'm hearing about the candy.
And here's the trick, because all the candy and stuff that I take to work and the whatever, I eat none of it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But my whole thing, the principle of the thing is, I wouldn't be giving someone something that I wouldn't have myself. You know, like
it's one thing to sample, another thing to gorge.
But I don't need to be the reason that these people are eating cookies, even if it's one cookie a day, or even if it's a cookie every once in a while. Once again, it's like a gift. Why am I buying? If you want a cookie, go buy your own cookie. I'm not going to be the one.
You want a cookie till you walk past the snack.
Well, that means you didn't want a cookie. Back to the bowl, the candy bowl lady, or the gentleman. Mm-hmm. I never even thought about, it never remotely crossed my mind, for an addict to see it and be like, I'm going to eat the whole thing, where I'm just like, you can sample. It was like a doctor's office. Grab a sucker, not 15 of them. You know what I mean?
No. It simply does not work like that. It's a mentality. Wow. And the only thing
I would never even touch them.
Keeping me from not eating all of the Reese's was the fact that
that you didn't want.
She's in the office. I can't keep going to her and clean out. And then the time when she
was calling for you in the other room.
Yeah, when she leaves.
So if nobody was there, you would have took the whole bowl and just been like, empty bowl.
Yeah, I mean, and I really did that maybe every 3 days or something like that, because she would always leave work before me, and it's like if it's 5 o'clock and she's gone, I'm just like, I'll just go get 5, and then 2 more,
I have food struggles too, so I get it. I'm not to make fun of. Making fun of your.
I'm trying to think of what am I?
No. I know you're not making fun of it. I'm just saying, it really caused me anxiety. The only way that I kind of had to, for lack of better terms, embrace the suck. It's just this is gonna suck. I hate that there's food in here all the time. I really want to eat it. It makes me really mad. But that's not what I'm doing, so I'm just leaning into it. I'm not going to get to have the food, deal with it, But other than that, it's really, really.
I'm thinking maybe if it had maybe a lobster bar that was free or something, that just gorge on lobster and shrimp, maybe I'd be on that.
But you just wouldn't do that. You guys, he made a keto grilled cheese sandwich today. Did not finish the whole sandwich.
I did.
He cut it diagonally, not in one sitting. If you finished that sandwich, it was 4 hours later. He didn't even eat the whole sandwich. Why would you eat half the sandwich and then take 2 bites off the second half and leave it there?
Because I was satisfied. I had enough sandwich that filled me up.
See, to be able to do that. Because I was I'm gonna have my stuff myself.
Exactly. No, I never even thought. I never even thought about the other side of that coin.
Gift.
That's amazing. I just had a brain. Yeah. I just had a light bulb moment today, guys. I didn't even think about.
You don't have to think about it.
I never thought about the candy. We went back to the candy lady. I just thought it was a person. For me, I'm just being a nice person. Hey, whoever wants a treat, knock yourself out. Never did cross my mind that if somebody's an addict to it, that I'm actually tempting them. I was like, learn to put this in my drawer. I was like, my bad.
Yeah, that's how.
Never crossed my mind until today.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, thanks. Don't ever offer anyone food again. That bottom line, don't offer anyone food because you don't know what they're going through.
Run the snack table.
Exactly. Run the whole snack off.
And give nothing but.
Dr. Y says my office coworkers bring in food all the time. I turn down food all the time. I'm very picky about where my food is coming from. I don't care about what it is or if it's free. Yeah.
Well, see, that's where I am now. That's where I am now. I used to be, when I was a teenager, you just put free on it, and I'm you. I'm half cookie eating.
Yeah.
But once I turned 20 something, I got a little bit more picky. That half cookie, we don't know what.
Yeah, you don't eat that. You don't eat that in everyone's kitchen, though.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly. I learned that from my mom.
Yeah.
And I learned that from eating some bad stuff.
Dee said, "Don't miss working in the office for the exact same reason. Work from home for life." You're right. I'll never go back to an office. Part of me, sometimes I worry that by not being in that situation, I'm not strengthening that muscle, when you go to work and you're confronted with that, you build up that tolerance and resistance. But the fact that I haven't had to resist that, once again, you guys, that is why the the pandemic has been such a blessing for me because I haven't had a choice. Like there have been no parties, there have been no tapings, there have been no temptation. Oh, yeah. So it's not like I'm just like, doing the Heisman left and right. I haven't had to make the choice, So it's like worrisome, like what's going to happen when I'm back in those situations. Now I feel like the longer you go feeling strong and the more results you have, the stronger your resolve is. But it's dangerous. So
I have to leave. I was only going to say half the live. So everyone, I'll be on in the morning.
Okay.
So thanks for having me.
So you wanted to keep your computer staying here?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, everybody.
Whack mom out.
Whack mom out.
Thank
hold on. Before you leave.
That might be literal.
Hold on. Entertain America. Yeah, okay.
I got you.
Countdown from 60.
Oh my God. She don't need to do that.
2,000
now that the middle person's gone.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? I can see a little bit.
Yes, getting closer. Get your read on. Get your read on. Can you read? Hey, let me turn it to you.
Good night, Rashana.
Oh my Lord.
Bye, Joe.
Magnify. Let me see if I can magnify this. Let me see if I can magnify.
Everyone sees. Happy birthday, Mom.
What?
Okay.
What? I don't see it. Oh, yay. Look,
you can have both of them. So I bought one of these myself, and then Jen bought me one for Christmas. I know Jen wouldn't be upset if I gave it to you. Jen, I didn't open it. Help, like I just knew I wasn't going to.
Thanks. So. The thought was amazing.
Okay, now we'll see.
She ain't gonna open it.
T-minus 6 months.
Okay. Exactly. She gonna give them back to us for Christmas.
Oh, great idea. I mean, hey, thanks.
So y'all saw I gave them to her. Okay, Mom, before you go also, Richard, you can entertain America.
Bye, America.
Oh, good Lord. Now she's off. Oh, yeah. She's off gallivanting. Oh, my gosh. So, yes, it's been well organized tonight, everybody. Yeah, so Keto Mom just gave us the deuces. I think that means that she's out for good. She's turning the double nickel, so that's her thing. For the most part, we did not walk today, guys. It was a non-walking day. We're doing the 50-mile challenge this month. I think it's a 50-mile Nike challenge. So we're doing. Oh, I think she's here. So we haven't done that, but that's tomorrow. I did yard work. She did taxes. And here you go.
I killed that. I was like, I nailed that. So
you must have done that before.
Yes. Kim said I'll be over to make chaffles. Hey, if you're going to be the reason that she opens up the waffle irons, go for it. Okay.
All right. That'll be awesome.
Oh, Kim says Marcus, which is her son, and I walked. That's great. How far did you walk? Do you use a tracking apparatus, be it your wristwatch or your phone? Do you keep track of how long you walk? I just want to know.
No.
Jules said how many miles you're at. That would be a hot 4. Yeah, that's we are behind, but we're gonna be walking now that the dreaded teas are over. We'll have more time. And yeah, we got to rack up the miles because we're not saving it to the end of the month like we did that 75-mile challenge. We ain't doing it.
Not doing it.
D says family events are enough to strengthen my muscle for that. Family is always trying to fatten you up and then make fun of you when you gain weight. You right? Like my grandmother will just try to push so much food on us, and she actually gets mad when we refuse it. When I'm just like, no, grandma, I don't want that. You don't eat anything. I was like, that's not true. I eat a lot of stuff, just not eating that, But yeah, that is tough. But once again, limited gathering.
The double negative vibes.
Yes, exactly. It's like you're damned if you do, if you don't.
Are you sick? What's
exactly.
wrong?
And then don't lose too much weight because then you lost too much weight. You don't look like yourself.
Well, that's why I have to do one of these.
Exactly. Kim said went to the park and we walked 2.5 miles today. That's amazing. Valerie says, Autumn, you should do Fitbit challenges. Should I though? Well, hold on. Are there different types of exercise? Because then with Fitbit you can track: are you lifting weights? Are you on a treadmill? Are you doing a general workout, yoga? If you can include those types of exercises in the Fitbit challenge, maybe. But I'd just be working out for myself, you know?
And then everybody would have to get Fitbits.
I know, which I'm sure a lot of people have.
Say more have phones than Fitbits.
You're right. A lot of people, more people have phones than Fitbits. Yeah, so
just gonna say that.
Dana says, I have a hard time with my family telling me keto isn't healthy. You're harming yourself. I know, right? Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'd be like, I go shade like, oh, maybe that 30 pounds of like visceral fat around your stomach is harming you.
Wait, what's going on now? You know, what's happening?
Because your family tries to tell you that keto is not good for you, you know? But here you are, you'd rather shoot up your 3 diabetes shots and have another slice of cake than watch me sit over here and eat some fatty food. No, that has literally happened to me before. I've been in a family gathering where he wasn't like shooting insulin or something, but like he was taking pills, like how good the pills had done for his diabetes while he was eating cake and dessert. And I was just like,
fun, double negative.
I was just like, but you could not eat that stuff and get your health together on its own. And of course he hit me with the old, I'm an old man, I'm set in my ways, this is my life now. And I was just like,
that's when you be like, so you all checked up on your life insurance.
Yeah, I'm just like, for how much longer?
And who's your beneficiary?
I mean, and it's just crazy to me.
Can I be one?
People would just, it's so much easier to just accept the fact, to normalize all the medicine that we're taking.
Well, my thing is, don't be so combative. That's my thing. Is like, if somebody's doing their way and it's working, why are you coming out of left field with the negativity?
Exactly.
It's like, I wouldn't do that. Or you ain't me. So how about you sit over there? Yeah. And I'll be sitting over here.
I know, right?
You don't have to bring your negativity to me. You can write it down, put it in your little note, put it in your pocket.
Oh my God.
And go to bed. Take a sleep. Then when you wake up, reach in your pocket, and be like, oh, I had that note about that dumb thing I was thinking about.
Yeah, no one's gonna do that. That is so much effort. Kat Luna says, smash the like button, y'all. Kat, I'm calling you the live favorite of today right now. Thank you so much. Jules said, I have 6.6 miles steps today. Oh my God, as long as I get 5 miles each day, I'm good. Good for you. How many steps do I have? I have over 5,000. That's good.
So if you add those into your
not too much more.
You would have been knocked out.
What?
If you could add your everyday steps into your 90.
Yeah, exactly. We can track the everyday steps, but no, we have to like track metered walks and stuff like that. Dana says, I get tired of hearing, oh, it isn't going to hurt you this one time, just eat it. Exactly. They don't understand that the tummy issues after the fact. I learned my lesson on cheating a while ago. I just don't understand people's need for you to like participate in whatever they're doing,
See, I'm so fast though. I would have a witty response, and it's like, just eat it. Ain't gonna hurt you. I'm like, well, you eat it for me. You know what I'm saying? Well, you eat it and tell me how it is. See, I'm just so fast. I got quips all day. I don't let nobody tell me nothing. I'm like, look here. Did I volunteer? Did you volunteer me that information? Again, take 2 steps. You walk in that direction.
Write a note. Put it in your pocket.
Write a note. You put that in your pocket.
Oh my God.
And then you go to bed on it.
Nobody sleeps like that. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Jerry said, for me, I have people that think red meat is bad for you. Yeah. And that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling.
I have friends like that too.
Richard. It's just like, it is not one or the other. It's the combination of them. It's the fact that we're eating these highly processed food with so much fat and so much sugar, and it's just like, red meat is bad for you if you just had 2 slices of cake
and so little exercise
along with it, so it's just like they're attributing it to the wrong thing. We also watched that what's that guy's name on Netflix that we watched Hassan Minaj, where he talked about the whole controversy years ago where like Coke paid basically their own research institute to attribute obesity to lack of exercise and not the gallons of sugar they were pumping into their beverages. And that's what I try to tell people. I was like, you can't literally, you can go on a 5-mile run and burn calories, and you can undo all of that with 1 48-ounce jug of, or like cup of Coke. Like, there is simply no way to outwork the amount of sugar and calories that we're ingesting.
And they use Coke to like get rust off nails and like to clean like blood off streets.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Like the acid, we're okay with that.
Woo! Coke's a little spicy.
Yes. Joyce said, "Health is why I'm losing weight now. Too many loved ones gone because of bad eating." Yeah, and obesity is
she's taught me
the catalyst for so many other diseases as well. So
you taught me a lot about how much the sugar intake and everything, and the whole carb, everything. So informative. I love every second of it.
Well, thank you, honey. Dana says, but in the same sense, they're all wild at my 60-pound weight loss. You're right. Like,
and there you go.
What are you doing to lose weight? Oh, I just don't eat carbs anymore. I can never do that. Scoop of mashed potatoes. Exactly. Scoop of macaroni and cheese. I'm just like.
And 2 slices of cake. Then you're like, I'm just old.
Exactly. This is me. This is me now.
I'm gonna die when I die.
Like, I'm just saying.
That was a deal.
That's exactly what Valerie said. No one was concerned about my health when I ate fast food twice a day, but start eating meat and veggies, and everyone exactly. They're like, oh my God, all that red meat. Like, you guys, it is just crazy what we have normalized as society. We've normalized. Like, I was watching the Pioneer Woman today, because like I love me some Ree Drummond, okay? But like she was making breakfast for her and her son, and she made like a bacon, egg, and cheese scramble, but she also made monkey bread. Like, monkey bread is a dessert. It's like it's biscuits and sugar and butter, and she made like an orange lemon monkey bread. But I was just like, that's candy. That's candy and cake for dessert, And it's just like we've normalized, eating steak and breakfast eggs. You're kind of weird, but when you have dessert for breakfast, when you have pancakes loaded in sugar and bagels and donuts and all these sweets and pastries, when you have that for breakfast, it's normal. But as someone asks for a hamburger patty for breakfast, and it's like, whoa, what is that? Like it is so crazy.
With all the sprinkles and confetti.
Oh my gosh. So Joe Ray says, or that the diet is so new that we don't know the long-term effects yet. Like, that is one of the most like hypocritical, contradictory, like we don't want you to be on this diet, even though you're seeing amazing results and you've only been on the diet for 5 years.
Don't get us started.
We don't want you to keep going because there aren't any studies of people that have been on it for 40 years like there are every other diet. And my whole thing is, how are we going to get those studies of people that have been on keto for 40 years if we don't let people eat keto for 40 years, Well, I'm not saying that the diet is bad for you. I'm just saying that there's not enough research to say otherwise.
Oh my God, I am loving that voice.
I am research. I am exhibit A, okay? Why do we need 40 years of research when literally you can anecdotally call on 100,000 people that are doing keto right now that have good results?
Look at you.
Ooh, that just hurts me much.
You got so many facts. So many facts. I was just... Slugging them all in.
Yeah, Gail says the only time people demonize red meat is when you don't have a bread or starch with it. Exactly. Get you some steak and potatoes, and it's a normal meal. But just eat a big steak. It's like, what? All that red meat? You're hard. Cholesterol. Blah blah blah.
No, yeah.
Y'all don't get me over here. Like, Kat Luna says, love you guys. Been watching over a year. Good information and encouragement. Thank you so much, Kat. That means a lot.
Thank you.
Kim said pancakes and donuts and pastries. Oh my, you're right. Beth is here, but better late than never. Yeah, you just hopped into a heated discussion on the merits of the keto diet.
Disparage
exactly
the keto diet, amongst other things.
Yes. Dana says, then I get shamed for my mom for turning my kids keto-ish. Yeah, and trying to get them healthier. She says, just because you eat monk fruit doesn't mean the kids need to suffer. See? Woo, that's tough.
I know, right? Again.
That's tough.
Again, I got them. Let me write you some emails. I got them, buddy. Like, this is when you tell your mom.
Oh, my God.
Let me tell you what you tell your mom.
Oh, my God. Cynthia says, and don't tell somebody you're fasting. People think you're crazy. Exactly. You're starving yourself? What? Like,
I got them all day. I would write a notebook.
Yeah, he's gonna write down like Richard's like zingers, and we're gonna put that up on the website.
Just be like, oh, what'd you say, Mom? Hold on.
Yes.
Your mama says this.
People don't. Yeah, like they just don't. It's crazy. It's crazy what how far we've truly gotten away from what actual food and an actual diet is, all thanks to the agricultural industrial complex and just money. I was talking to Joyce about this earlier because we know on Facebook, Joyce recently lost her cousin who was only 55. You guys, my mom turns 55 tomorrow. And Joyce's cousin died.
My mom been 55.
All just due to complications from bad health due to obesity and overeating, And it's just like that. We've normalized heart attacks and heart disease and things like that. And we have not addressed the root of the problem, which is just supersizing, but it's processed food. And, I was talking to Joyce and I was just like, that is why it's up to us. We have to, as individuals, fight for our own health, because the government is going to tell you to eat whoever's paying the government. If big corn is paying the government, big wheat is paying the government, that's who they're going to tell you. They care about more about money than the health of the people. So you've got to care about your own health. And that's why, I just feel, I get so frustrated when people are so blind to that red meat's going to give you heart disease, cholesterol. And I'm like, you're just a sheep, regurgitating the information that, big food has told you, when all of the scientific research, it leads you to the contrary,
10 years and then we'll take a
so difficult
and see where we at in life.
TC says, my motto is you do you and I'll do me. You're right.
Oh, yeah. I cut somebody down real fast. You start besting in my business. It's like, look, I don't eat for you. Don't you eat for me. Okay?
I know,
that's two
right?
different things. And if my kids is involved, until you birth my kids, I ain't never seen that before.
Gail said processed food should be a crime. Yeah, or it should just be 10 times more difficult to get than actual food. That's the problem.
At least more expensive
with processed food. Yeah. Is it's so cheap and so readily available. It is just so easy to go grab some Cheez-Its and to go get a jug of chocolate milk and soda and walk out the door. It's so easy.
Especially at a local convenience store. Exactly. They don't really have, until recently, they don't really have salads and stuff
Jay Buddy said the sugar lobby is real. It's one of the most heavily subsidized industries in America. Exactly. And so they're always going to be pushing that. Y'all remember that high fructose corn syrup commercial where the guy was like, oh, that sucker has high fructose corn syrup. It's just like, that's okay. It's just like sugar and it's fine in moderation. And I was like, y'all up here.
What commercial was that?
It was a commercial about high fructose corn syrup and how it wasn't that bad for you. No, and it was 5 to 10 years ago. I was like, she's literally trying to sit up here and be like, high fructose corn syrup in moderate amounts isn't that bad. And I was just like,
I guarantee you, that's probably the only spoon.
Y'all made a commercial about that?
I ain't pay me. Cut. I ain't pay me. I'm out of here. Give me my money.
Yes.
That's all she did that for.
Yeah, that's it's just crazy. My doctor, Beth says my doctor was doubtful until he saw my success over the last 2.5 years. Now he says not everyone can stick to the lifestyle. I was like, well, you're welcome to opening your eyes. You're right. But
I'm saying that's a really contradictory doctor.
I was so glad. Now, granted, it was just my gastroenterologist, so she's a specialist. She's not my primary care physician. But I told her that, this was back when I was over 200 pounds. I told her I wanted to do keto. She was like, I've heard people are having success with that. As long as it doesn't make your stomach hurt and irritate your stomach, I say go for it. And every 6 months I would go, every 3 months I would go in there and check on her, and she would see all the weight I'm losing. She was like, full steam ahead.
That should be
you keep doing that,
The person who's doubtful is like, I'm suspecting you, doc. Let me check your credentials.
Yes.
Google, did he get this real or did he just make it something?
Shelly said, my dad passed away at 46 of cardiac arrest. That's why it's so important for me to take care of myself.
No, that's
exactly.
True. That is
true. And you don't realize when things like that happen as a teenager or as a child, you look at 40 and 50 as so far away, but being that age now, and seeing my mom that age, I'm just like, we literally got more than half our life to live. So seeing that it's cut short, all of things that are preventable, it's just that
when you're young, you just don't think
that's the worst part. Yeah.
When you're young, you just worried about 21.
Yeah.
As soon as you hit 21, then it's a downhill fast.
Kim says, I needed this conversation. Girl, I needed this conversation. That's why I love having, these conversations with the WAC fam, because it's just it is so much more, it's like fortifying to like finally find a group of people that's like, that get it, because we're sorry to say, we're not the majority. Okay. We're the only people wherever we go that, you know, that eat like us and think like us. You know, we constantly are bombarded with other people's thoughts and opinions and just flat out misinformation. So it's so good when you can talk to people that, you know, already have that baseline of the proper knowledge, you know, and keep fighting about how sugar is bad for you and blah, blah, blah.
Like a Spider-Man movie.
I mean, that's exactly what Keto Palooza is going to be, is we're all going to get together. We're all going to just like already have that foundational shared belief and knowing that we're doing what's right for us and our bodies,
word to your mother,
our life and our health. And that's why I'm so excited. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Look at your energy.
I know. You guys have energized me. I got to get off of here because I got to wind down. I can't be like all hyped and pumped up before I go to sleep.
See what happens when your mom,
I won't be able to go to sleep.
I know. With our powers combined.
No, it was, I don't know who started this conversation. Planet. But yeah, I mean, I am really passionate about just, you know, honestly, free food. Like, or just, you know, understanding, you know, like the whole, you know, donut in the break room type thing, you know?
No, I didn't.
Just
I
know, like, it's not your fault. Like, donuts were scientifically engineered to make you want more. Like, once you think about it like that, it's like, they're like tricking us and using us. And they don't care about our health. They just want to make money.
And like
once you see it for what it is, like you just look at it as a completely different, like, wow, that's straight up grimy. Yeah. But if it's working for you, I guess that's how you want to be.
Much like
you can remove yourself.
You got to know you're going into a casino.
You got to.
You can't be there like, what is this place of money?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. And you can't seize one person won $1,000. That's going to be me. Like, you have to know that like the house always wins. So you've got to go in there counting them cards.
You got to go knowing it's a casino, knowing you're probably going to lose. Knowing
that the odds are stacked against you.
More than likely you're going to lose.
You have the power to think for yourself.
Exactly. You can turn around and walk back out.
You can walk back out. Or
I was going to say, or
what was your order?
I was going to say just pull out just as much as you really lose.
That's exactly what I said. Or go in there with a plan, okay? Go in there and be like, I'm either going to spend this $20 until it's gone, or I'm going to stop if I win $40.
Once it gets 21, I'm stopping.
Yeah. If I walk out with more than I came in with. But that's what I'm saying. Don't keep taking those chances. So just know that you're
you a winner.
That your community is here for you. Exactly. And that like we know that it's difficult, but also we know that you have the power. And if you feel like you can't do it, there's 30 people here already doing it, showing you that if they can do it, so can you. If I can do it, so can you.
You ain't lying.
So I just want you to know that on tonight.
She could do it.
As the the doors of the church are open, like I just want you to know on today. You know how pastors be like on today. Hope this bless somebody on today. I know, right? Amber would definitely pass out the offering plate if she was here. Okay, have a good night, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for Whack Wednesday.
This was a good one.
And we'll see you tomorrow morning
with more facts.
Yeah, on Watch Autumn over at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Yes. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.